Hello, world music scholars. And today we're going to talk a little bit more about the ancient instruments and then move on to some modern ones. So you saw in the video I made of the instruments, we studied a little bit about the small ocarina, the two-chambered ocarina, the lion roar, the conch trumpet, and we didn't get to the pan flute this time. So the small ocarina, and that one creates 3 tones, and that one was the very high one. Then the two-chambered ocarina is able to harmonize with itself. It creates some of the intervals unison, major 6th, perfect 5th, major 3rd, and leading tone to tonic. Let's take a second and learn about where some of the major cities are in Mexico. So we're going to be looking in this unit at a lot of Central and Eastern Mexican musical traditions. So we're going to be looking at the music of Veracruz, Tlaxcala, and Mexico City. And over here is the Yucatan Peninsula. Here are some aspects of Aztec music. It has a minor quality. It has a monotony, so it's monotoned, where there be one tone for the melody, and then simultaneous sounding of different pentatonic melodies. Foods of the ancients. Champolinas are grasshoppers, and sometimes people have these as snacks and they put chili powder, hot powder on them. And then maguey worms. This is worms that live in the bottom of the maguey plant. And the maguey plant is used to make different liquors. And then the maguey worms, if you take out part of the maguey plant, it can actually kill it. So you have to be really careful. The maguey plants are grown on haciendas, which are these large farms. And then algae, known as Tecutlatl. Here's a timeline of some of the dominant societies. So we have 1500 BC to 600 BC, is the Olmec. 600 BC to 250 AD is Teotihuacan. 250 AD to 600 is the Mayan. 600 to 900 AD is the Toltec. 1325 to 1520 is the Aztec. And then in 1519, we have the arrival of Cortez from Spain. Tomen nota. The Aztec musicians were vital to the performance of rituals. As such, they remained at their posts no matter what, even when the situation became life-threatening. Instruments were inscribed with carvings that told symbolically the purposes their instruments were intended to serve. Singing and dancing occurred every 20 days in public fiestas. After the arrival of Cortez in 1519, millions of Mexican Indian people died from European diseases, overwork, and abuse. By the 1700s, there was a Mexican identity developing that was different from the Spaniards. Okay, now we're going to move along to we're going to define a couple of these ancient instruments with their real names. So these names are in the Nahuatl language. There are still Nahuatl words that we use today. For example, the Atlantic Ocean, that is a Nahuatl word, Atlantic. Chocolate is also a Nahuatl word. So the tequitzli is the conch shell, the tlapitzali is the flute or the ocarina, the yarana is the strummed guitar, the requinto yarocha is the plucked guitar, and the redoba is the woodblock. The varied sounds of the tequitzli, conch shell video. So we'll pick up with this in the next section.